If mine could be the name that changes yours, the wine in your glass, the swing on your porch. I could get used to that steel drum playing, waking up on the beach, if you know what I'm saying. You're a looker, you're the king, you're the sugar dip, you're popping the cooker, you're the author of the book I'm reading.
What's your earliest memory of, like, when you said, okay, this is music, this is what I want to do?
When I was 8 years old, probably. I mean, I knew when I was 2 years old that I could sing, but when I started to get this like big voice that was coming out of me, I was like, I just know I love to do this. I don't know how. I was so shy when I was a kid. Now I'm the opposite of shy on stage. But when I was a kid, I was so shy. I would stare at the floor. But I'd be like, oh, when I'd sing, and people would be like, what is going on, man?
Yeah.
They call it the man voice.
Don't lie, you got it all figured out, but that smile.
What would you tell your 8-year-old self with a man voice?
Just always be your goofy, crazy self, and never let, you know, you move to Nashville or you move wherever you chase down this, a lot of people try to shut your dreams down.
Yeah.
And I was so naive. I don't know if I would change it much of anything, other than the fact that maybe I'd worry a little bit less about when it wasn't working, because it worked. So
yeah,
I get to sing every night and on stage in front of a bunch of people that, you know, want to be entertained and love to be there, and that's why I love to be there. So I'll do that as long as somebody shows up in the crowd. I'll always do that.
Always find a way to mess me up and drive me wild. I love the way you make me lose my mind.
You signed on with Atlantic at 24 years old.
I
right?
did.
So that was like, what, two days ago?
Yeah, that was a
Young pup?
minute ago.
Yeah.
But it was, this is all I ever wanted to do. And I moved to Nashville in college, and I just chased it down. And you know, just getting by, you know, writing songs and barely getting by until you start to figure it out, and figured it out, and now it's better than it's ever been.
Now I know why I'm feeling so high, 'cause I'm still drunk on your love.
Well, I would describe you in one word as like fearless.
Fearless.
What would one word for yourself be?
I'm spontaneous, how about that?
There we go.
I'm very random. Everything about me is random. I might go to the Bahamas tomorrow, like if I have a day off, or I don't like to plan stuff that much. I kind of just like to go.
Yeah.
And some of my friends hate that about me, because they'll be like, well, we can't just like leave today. I'm like, yeah, we can. Who cares? It's just a job. You can come back, and if they like you enough, you'll still have a job. If they don't, you'll get a job somewhere else.
Yeah. There you go. So you obviously have a lot of influences in your life. What's the best advice you've been given?
One of my favorite bits of advice I got from Whispering Bill Anderson when I was about to play at the Grand Ole Opry. He said, you know, one thing I regret was I wish I had, you know, kept a journal or a diary, and really not always worried about what the next thing was up ahead when all these great things are happening right there at this moment. Like, not looking ahead, not just, wow, you know, you got your very first #1 song, don't be worrying about your next #1 song or whatever, you know, this kind of thing. And so I've always remembered that, and I try to, I think I get better at it day by day of just soaking in every moment. Like, no pressure, just having fun.
Yeah.
Play some songs, don't worry about anything else, and enjoy it.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing. That's the new me this year.
Well, and then going back to the past, I know it's kind of like saying pick your favorite child, pick your favorite whatever. Do you have a favorite song?
It's Want to Be That Song is a song that I have been wanting to put out for a long time, and it says everything I want to say in a love song.
When the rain is pouring and you need something to take you home, let me be that song.
It kind of ties music and it ties love to the love you have for a song, the feeling you get when it comes on, and it kind of takes you back to a special place when life is perfect. And I want to be that song for someone. I want to be that feeling. And when you meet music and love together like that, I think it's a beautiful way. So I don't know if I could ever do that again like that. And so I've been very fortunate that it's done so well as it has, and people are loving it too. So I'm just
What's on your bucket list? Speaking of, you're gonna drop whatever and go to the Bahamas tomorrow. What's on
I've done a lot of that stuff. I've already, you know, every time I get a #1 song, I have to do it something crazy. So my first #1, Don't You, I went skydiving.
'Cause I can see you move a little closer, closer. Girl, I gotta get to know you, know you. Everything about you makes me want you, know what you're doing, baby, don't you, don't you?
I did that, and my second #1 was shark diving, because I used to be so scared of looking down in the water that when I was snorkeling, I just would be like, I don't want to look down, I don't want to look down, even when I was in the water.
Got my heart racing like there's nothing to it. Falling in love to the beat of the music.
Beat of the Music went #1. We sank the #1 plaques 50 feet down the bottom of the ocean, and I was surrounded by, you know, 8 to 10 foot sharks, and it was the most amazing thing. So I've done those things. I've done ghost hunting in a haunted house. So that was one for my song Mean to Me. When that went #1, I got to hang from a crane and eat dinner like 400 feet in the air, whatever it is.
Oh, if falling's how you feel, and perfect's what you see, then that'd be what you mean to me.
You're gonna have more #1s, so you better start coming up with some more.
Yeah,
stuff.
you know, somebody asked me that today. It was like, my song right now is doing really well. So if it goes, you know, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You said you never smile again, but I don't know, here it comes, would you look at that? I finally found something I'm good at.
You're welcome in Houston anytime. We love you.
Well, thank you.
So thank you so much for taking time for us.
You
and
bet.
Good Day Houston.
I finally found something I'm really good at.
Yes, you can purchase Brett's new self-titled album featuring his latest hit, Something I'm Good At, tomorrow, August 4th. It will be available in stores and online. Log on to greatdayhouston.com for more details.